Yeah, this actually feels really good off-road. 29, 30, 31, 32, 33. Holy sh... What's going on, guys? Today we are taking a look at a brand new bike. This is going to be the V1 Velo from Aipas. Now this is going to be a moped cafe style e-bike. At the time of this video, it's going to be priced at $919, which is a ridiculous good price. And you can find a link in the description if you want to pick one up. But before you do that, let me tell you a little bit about this bike. This thing is 48 volts with a 2200 watt brushless hub rear motor. It has dual shock suspension. They claim it can go 162 miles on a single charge with their 30 amp hour battery. That is a lot of miles. And it can go speeds up to 33 miles an hour. And I gotta tell you guys, this bike just looks freaking cool. Now the tires on this bad boy are going to be 24 by 4 inches wide. They're going to be knobby tires so you can take this thing off-road. And as far as putting this thing together, it is a complete breeze. You pretty much just have to attach the handlebars, the front tire, the pedals, slide on the battery, and that's pretty much it. It comes with 2 sets of keys to lock the battery in place. The battery that I have here with me, this one is going to be an 18.2 hour battery. This particular one is going to have a range of 85 miles, which is still really good. But you can always opt for the 30 amp hour battery, and that's the one that's going to get you 162 miles. Now with the battery included, this is going to weigh about 90 pounds. It's not the lightest bike, but it's definitely not the heaviest. And this is going to be capable of carrying 500 pounds. Now this bike is pretty tall. I'm 6'2", and when I stand right next to it, it reaches all the way up to my hip. But if you're a taller person, this is going to be very comfortable. Now the display on this is a full color display, and it's going to show the battery level, the mileage, the voltage, the assist level, which you can change right here. And of course, it's also going to show your speed. On the right side here, we're going to have the throttle, which is going to be a half twist. And on the left side is where you can find your horn, your headlight, your turn signals. And I got to tell you, these turn signals are extremely bright. You can clearly see them in the middle of the day, and they're just really bright. This is also going to have a rear brake light. That's going to be activated by either hitting your front or rear brake. And that rear brake also doubles as a turn signal. Now, as you guys can see, this is a very good looking bike. I really like these style bikes just because it reminds me more like I'm riding a motorcycle instead of a bike. I like the way the battery looks like a gas tank. The seat is very nice and comfortable, and just the overall feel when you're sitting on the bike, it actually reminds me of like if I was on my motorcycle. Now the V1 does come in 2 different colors. You could either go with the black or you can go with the blue one, like the one I have right here. Now Aipas did also send me some accessories, which included the headlight cover. There's also a storage rack that works great for carrying maybe a bicycle pump. The toolkit that comes with the bike, you can pretty much throw anything in there. And they also send me some wheel covers. Now all these accessories are available when you purchase the V1. So you can have your bike go from this to looking like this. Now with this bike, it tops out about 25 miles an hour before you unlock it. Right now I have it locked. Now 25 miles an hour is a pretty good speed. If you're not used to going really fast, it's actually a very good cruising speed, but I am going to unlock this thing and see what it can do. Now before I do that, I'm going to stick it on the charger here, let it charge overnight, and we'll check it out when it's fully charged. This bike is actually one of the most comfortable bikes that I've been on. Let's see, I'm gonna hit pedal assist 5. Let's see how fast we can go. 29, 30, 31, 32, 33, 34. I'm at 35. Holy sh... This thing is rated for 33. I'm at 235. I did not expect it to go that fast with me on it. I thought maybe 28, 29. Like, that is crazy. I'm pretty impressed with that. I didn't expect it to go this fast. Man, this bike does really good off-road. I mean, it's not too crazy on this road, but every single bump, like, it absorbs it really good. Of course, I mean, the back shock is a little bit stiffer than the front shock, but it's really not bad. I'm hardly feeling any of these little bumps. I mean, honestly, this thing is pretty awesome looking. I definitely like the color. I wasn't sure if I liked the black one more, but the blue color looks really nice. Now this thing looks pretty cool too. I mean, it depends on your style if you kind of like that look, but it definitely makes it feel like you're riding a motorcycle. The seat is really soft, really cushiony, and so far it has done really good off-road. Now the only thing I don't like is the battery indicator here. It's showing 2 bars, but it's at 45 4.7 volts. So it still has a good amount of juice, but the little battery indicator, it makes it seem like it's a lot less than what it is. Now, not only do you have on the screen the indicator of like how much juice, you have the little battery signal, you have your voltage, and on the battery itself, you can check by hitting the button here. If it's in the red, obviously it's pretty much dying. If it's in the blue, it's fully charged, and the green, it's kind of in the middle, so you can hit that button and see where you're actually at. So that's a pretty good indication. 3 different spots to check the battery. That way you don't just run out of juice. Like with this bike, it's not one of those bikes that you really want to run out of power. Since it is only 1 gear, it's a little difficult to pedal on its own. But I mean, honestly, anybody that gets this bike is definitely using it for pedal assist or throttle only. Like, nobody really rides these bikes, you know, thinking they're gonna pedal. I mean, it's there, but it's definitely not the easiest to pedal. But with the range of 162 miles with a 30 amp battery and a range of 85 miles on the 18.2 hour battery, you really shouldn't have to like pedal that much. Like, you shouldn't run out of battery as long as you're aware of like how far you're going. Holy shit. I don't know if you guys can see the dirt. All right, this is pretty bad today, so I'm gonna head to the house and holy, oh my god, I got dirt in my eyes, dirt in my mouth. This is a bad day to do this. I'm gonna head back to the house and we'll come out again in the morning. Sorry guys, it ended up being really windy and dusty the whole weekend. It made it just completely difficult to come back out. I wanted to do a range test, but we're gonna have to save that for another time. But I had wanted to mention that I did take this out to the park a few days prior just to see how it would do off-road, how it would do on the grass, over some hills, some dirt. And I actually found myself enjoying this bike a little bit more off-road, almost like it was meant to be off-road. Now you are able to adjust the front shocks, which help tremendously to absorb all little bumps. The rear shock is slightly stiffer than the front, but it still does a good job handling all the bumps. So it was a very fun bike to take off-road. Now on the street, it did pretty good also. And with the V1 being able to go over 30 miles an hour, if you're gonna be using it at that speed, I do recommend you wear a helmet, because crashing at over 30 miles an hour, that is not fun. All right, guys, I'm gonna leave today's video at that. I'll have to do another video later, maybe doing a range test, seeing how the battery is holding up. And if you guys are interested in this bike, once again, right now you can get it for $919, which is a really good deal, especially because e-bikes now are starting to get really popular and really expensive too, upwards of $2,000, $3,000. So this is a really good deal for what you get. All right, guys, let me know what you think about the V1 and let me know if you ride an e-bike. All right, guys, that was it. Enjoy the rest of your day. We'll catch you guys next time. Peace out.